Up with KREM begins now.
Hi everyone, good morning to you. Happy Tuesday, or as we like to say, post Monday around here. Welcome to Up with KREM. I'm Tim Pham. We also want to welcome you in if you're streaming us on KREM 2+. Let's get you ready for your Tuesday with meteorologist Thomas Patrick. Thomas, some people may be getting some more rain showers as we pick up throughout this week.
Yeah, going to still be a busy week of weather, but it's a lot more busy and active than it is intense or severe, as you're going to see. Even this morning might serve as a great example of that, because between about 1 and 4 o'clock in this morning, had a bit of this light precipitation just quickly pass through. Might look a little bit damp outside. Some of you may have gotten some snowfall, but if you're just waking up, you're probably like, snow? If you're looking outside, you're not going to see any of that. Some snowflakes probably just melted away. And honestly, our temperatures are still above the freezing mark. 34 Coeur d'Alene, 33 in Deer Park, 35 in Spokane. A few exceptions. It's 28 in Colville and 26 in Omak right now. But that light bit of precipitation, maybe just the first of a whole lot that'll be a little bit more prevalent later on in the week. So we'll be forecasting more rainfall all coming up.
Here's a live look at the traffic impact in downtown Spokane right now. Looking east, you can see traffic volume starting to pick up in the downtown core, but overall traffic is moving nice and smoothly here at 6:02. On Up with KREM, we do keep a close eye on traffic and bring you weather and traffic together every 30 minutes. Happening today, the Gonzaga men's basketball team will be playing in the championship game in the West Coast Conference Tournament. Last night, the Zags beat the San Francisco Dons in the semifinals. KREM 2 Sports Director Andrew Quinn brings us all the action from Las Vegas.
Well, the Gonzaga Bulldogs received San Francisco's best shot last night, but for the 33rd consecutive meeting, it was the Zags who came out on top to advance to their 28th straight WCC Tournament Championship game.
This year has been harder than ever. I mean, our league's really been enhanced by adding Oregon State and adding Washington State, and then San Francisco stayed great, St. Mary's has stayed great, and so, I mean, to make it 28 straight years is unbelievable.
The Dons actually held a 2-point lead at the half thanks to hitting 8 threes in that first half. But the Zags got some nice minutes from Michael Ajayi off the bench, who had 9 points to keep things close. In the second half, it was Graham EK takeover time. He had 8 straight points to give the Bulldogs the lead.
We just like to set the tone in the second half with the first 4 minutes, and that just is how we set the tone in this game.
It was also a big game for Caleb Battle, who had 21 points.
We picked it up defensively in the second half. A lot of players made a lot of big plays, and they stepped up big time, and I couldn't thank my teammates more enough for stepping up and being ready for the challenge.
But when the lead got cut to 1 with 7 minutes to go, guess who Gonzaga went to? The big man, EK.
It was just within the flow of the offense. We knew they kind of got close. We just had to stay resilient, keep pushing on and just keep staying together as a team, and that's what we did.
Graham finished with a 27-point, 10-rebound double-double in the 85-76 victory. Now the Zags look ahead to a 4th straight championship game battle with St. Mary's.
It's a battle every time, in all aspects of the game. I definitely on the glass. I mean, their rebound margin this year has been incredible. Coming in with our hard hats on, last 2 battles against them, so we got a big chip on our shoulder.
It's round 3 of the Zags and Gales. Tip-off tonight is set for 6 p.m., but we'll preview the game for you on KREM 2 News at 4 and 5 and have all of your Gonzaga coverage from down here at the Orleans Arena. We'll see if the Zags can lock up that automatic bid to the NCAA tournament. For now, reporting in Las Vegas, Andrew Quinn, KREM 2 Sports.
Meantime, this morning we're thanking the Gonzaga women for an incredible season. The team came into the WCC tournament as the #1 seed. Yesterday, the Oregon State Beavers upset the Zags in the first game of the tournament. Oregon State opened the game on a 6-0 run, and with 34 seconds to go, Gonzaga trying to inbound to take the lead, but Oregon State gets the steal and the bucket. The Zags are now down 2. The Bulldogs were trying to push things to overtime. Yvonne Ejim ties it up with free throws, but Oregon State gets the last-second bucket. The Zags lose in a 63-61 upset. Here are the seniors on what it meant to play at Gonzaga.
very grateful. I'm happy I got to play today. Happy I got to play for the last 5 years. So I think, bittersweet feeling for sure, but immense joy behind it.
It sucks, man. But I'm just trying to think back and be grateful for all the games we have had together.
Whether they will play in another postseason tournament is still to be determined. For the Washington State women, the Cougs took on 2-seed Portland in the semifinal. The Cougs kept a lead into the beginning of the fourth, but Portland Spangle native Maisie Burnham led the Pilots with 19 points, and Portland goes on a run and takes down Washington State 72-57.
Was
Does that include free speech?
one of the most recent
Does that
cases.
include free speech?
This
Does that include free speech, Chief?
New this morning, a man interrupted Coeur d'Alene Police Chief Lee White during a presentation last night at a General Services Public Works Committee. Our news partners at the Coeur d'Alene Press report the man who declined to give his name said he was upset because city prosecutors declined to charge Teresa Borenpol, the woman who interrupted speakers during a legislative town hall last month. The situation ended with her being forcibly removed by private security. The man said he believed Borenpol was interfering with the rights of others by being disruptive. White later said it was not appropriate for law enforcement to forcefully remove a person from a town hall for speaking out of turn or shouting. After the meeting, the man told the press he was, quote, tired of law enforcement acting like the average citizen doesn't know what's going on, adding, quote, I thought I would disrupt his rights a little bit. Chief White said although the man's interruptions, quote, may have been inappropriate, it would not have been appropriate for him to act because he was not in charge of the meeting. As for what Chief White was giving a presentation on, the committee voted unanimously to approve his request to allow police to enter into a third-party agreement with Motorola to share automated license plate reader information with the DEA. Our Boomtown series looks at growth in the Inland Northwest. Last night, Spokane City Council passed an agreement to acknowledge the land capacity study of the city. The study is meant to shape where and how the city grows. It's a required early step in updating the city's comprehensive plan, but it does confirm that Spokane has enough space within city limits to accommodate the projected population increase by 2046. That could potentially bring more than 23,000 new people to the area. New housing growth is expected to be concentrated downtown along transit corridors and mixed-use areas like South Logan Development Zone. The study also highlights underused downtown parking lots as prime locations for new housing and mixed-use development. And just next door, the city of Spokane Valley is also bursting at the seams with Boomtown growth. Tonight, City Council will be discussing its land capacity study findings. KREM 2's Regan Gallo looked through tonight's meeting agenda to better understand what the city of Spokane Valley needs. So good morning, Regan. Tell us more about what you found out.
Good morning, Tim. Well, the city says based on research and past growth trends, by 2045, the city will see an increase of almost 21,000 people and 16,000 homes. But based on current zoning plans, city leaders say that there is not enough capacity to accommodate the growing demand for residential areas. So tonight, the city council meeting will be the first of many discussions on how to go about planning for commercial and residential space. Results of the land study show approximately 681 acres are available for residential development in Spokane Valley. Based on current zoning, that equals about 6,100 homes or apartments that would accommodate just over 14,000 people. According to the study, though, that is about a 10,000 homes or apartments deficit with the city's expected population growth. The city will also have to figure out what land is available for the city's specific needs. Preliminary discussions will also include new rules for building and construction plans, roads, businesses, as well as homes. The City Council meeting is tonight at 6 p.m. where they will be discussing these preliminary plans for growth. If you cannot attend in person, they do have a Zoom meeting link on the City of Spokane Valley website. Reporting in the newsroom, Regan Gallo, KREM 2 News.